Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Nidhi Pandya. I am from Department of English, MK Bhavnagar University. Today, as a part of our Virtual Teachers Day 2025, my topic is The Jew of Malta, play by the Christopher Marlowe. So let's dive into the details. Here is the table of contents. Now, firstly, we have to introduce by the what is the play. The play is a revenge tragedy in 1589 to 1519. So, first of all, we have to know what is the tragicomedy. So, here we can see the details that tragedy it is something literary or dramatic genre that blends elements of both tragedy and comedy. Now, tragedy, what does it mean? Involves serious themes, suffering, downfall, and usually death. Now, what is comedy? That contains humor, irony, lighter moments, and often exposes human follies. A tragic comedy doesn't stay fully in the either category. Instead, it mixes the two, creating a play where audience may laugh at very dark situation or find humor even in tragedy. Now, what are the features of the tragic comedy? That mix the tone, shift between the serious, violent, or tragic scene to comic or satire that made us laugh. Now, complex characters may be exaggerated villains like Barabbas or morally ambitious. Now, when we see the character must be complex if we want to make a tragic comedy. Because if he is complex, then it will be able to give us the satirical comedy which is shown here. Now, what is the dark humor? Comedy often arises from grim events, like there is a murder happening in front of you, but it seems like simple thing for you. That is called the dark humor, and you even can laugh at it. Now, no pure resolution doesn't end fully happy like a comedy, and not purely like tragic, classic tragedy. Not at the end, not you can feel like the romantic comedy ends with the happy ending, but we feel happy at that time. But while seeing the tragic comedy, you doesn't feel anything. You feel maybe you have some kind of pity and fear for that person, but you don't feel either happy or nor sad. That is what the tragic comedy is. And after that, I can also call the Jew of Malta as a genre of a revenge tragedy. Let's dive into the details. Here is the introduction of the Jew of Malta. Christopher Marlowe, 1564 to 1593, an Elizabethan playwright, poet, and contemporary of Shakespeare, known for his bold themes and powerful blank verse. Now, what is the Marlowe style? That he makes the overreacting characters, some grand ambitions and passions and everything. Now, reputation. He is called as the father of English tragedy, and he has also reshaped the mostly famous character like Tamburlaine the Great, Dr. Faustus, and the Barabbas of Jew of Malta. What is the Jew of Malta's place into the English play that written around 1589 to 1592? It reflects Marlowe's interest in ambition, power, and greed or corruption. Marlowe's concern with the outsider. Marlowe has described Barabbas in a way that it leads us to see the what is the ambition leads to a person who can go to any limit and who can take out and border of any kinds of ambitions, desire, and power of limits. Critic of the society through the Jew of Malta, Marlowe exposes religious hypocrisy, political greed, and the moral bankruptcy of all the communities. Now, what is the legacy? The play shows Marlowe's daring ability to mix satire within tragedy, making audience both laugh and reflect on human vice. At that, Marlowe is a person who can make you laugh at that time and cry at that time. He has that daring ability, but no one else has that. Now, after that, about the author, the birth and education. Born in Canterbury in 1564, the same year as Shakespeare, Marlowe educated at King's School, Canterbury, and the Corpus Christi College, which is in the Cambridge. Now, poet and playwright, regarded as the most important Elizabethan dramatist before the Shakespeare, innovator of blank verse. It is the most important part and fact about the Marlowe. Popularized as the use of blank verse, unrhymed iambic pentameter on the English stage, giving it the power and flexibility. What is his major works? That Tamburlaine the Great, Jew of Malta, Dr. Faustus, and the heroine, the Linder, which is the poem written by Marlowe, which is unfinished, and Edward too. Every one of his work contains some kind of a greed. In Dr. Faustus contains the greed of knowledge. In Edward too, he wants the greed of power. And Tambalan the Great, he wants to be knowledgeable, and he, at last, we can say that Marlowe shows something, that how a person's desire takes him to from beginning to end of his tragic ending, right? So let's go. Here is his writing style. Themes, passion for power, as I mentioned. Marlowe's heroes are overreacting, style, powerful imagery. Government service. He has worked as the spy for a Queen Elizabethan secret services. Now, he is a controversy for atheism and unorthodox beliefs. What is his death? Tells us that he died mysteriously in 1593, but just at age of 29 at the Brothel of Deptford. Legacy inspired Shakespeare and later dramatists remembered as one of the university wits. It is the most important fact about Marlowe, that he is a part of a university wits, which is can also asked in the NETSET examination. Now let's go into the historical context of the play. Written in 1589 to 90 during Elizabethan England, when religious conflict between Protestant and the Catholic was intense. Jews had been expelled from the England, and Jew existed mostly as a stereotype in English imagination. Now here, Marlowe want to say that how the religious and the political affairs played important role in that time, and in this story also, how the hypocrisy of the high class and lower class played role into that. Here we can see the difference in high class and lower class, or a religious indifference into the Barabbas character, when he is a part, he is being the part of the stereotype society, which makes him indifferent from the other because he is a Jew, and we will study further. Now let's dig into the plot summary. The play begins with the prologue delivered by Micawber, who sets the stage by glorifying deceit, cunning, and the pursuit of power. This established the cynical and the satirical tone of the play. We are introduced to Barabbas, a wealthy Jewish merchant in Malta, who delights in counting his immense fortune. However, his joy is short-lived when the Turkish tribute is demanded to raise money. Governor Furness sees the wealth of Iceland's Jews, leaving Barabbas robbed for his riches and dignity. Here, what happens that the Micawber gives the prologue that here is my discipline. Look at the Barabbas. Micawber is a kind of a person who has a desire or ambition which leads to his tragic end. Now, here we see that Turkish king's son Kelimet has come to Malta and decided to collect the money, or you can see the tax, and he collects the money from the governor of the Malta, who is Furness. Furness is the governor of Malta, but he has no money. So what does he do? That he collects the money from the Jewish merchants, because they are counted as in English society as a stereotype that they are lower than us. So they collect the money from the Jewish, and into that Jewish merchants, Barabbas is the richest and wealthiest merchant. So first governor goes to him and asks for money, but Barabbas rebels against him and tells, "I will not give the money," and that's why half of his property is taken by the soldiers of the governor. Now, after being into the road, he and her daughter, he makes a plan. What plan? That he converts her own daughter and only daughter into a Christianity, which he had the most. He converts her into the Christianity and makes her go to church as a becoming nun. After going there, Abigail converts all the gold property from church to his house where they are living. But Barabbas has gotten half of his property. But what happens? He is still revengeful. He wants to take revenge from the governor because he has done stereotype, like indifference to him. Why did he take all of my property? So what does he do? That he knows that he has a son whose name is Lodovick. Now Lodovick is at the time he had heard from his friend Matthias that Abigail is too much beautiful, and he also likes her very much. That fact is known by Barabbas, and that's why Barabbas told Lodovic to flirt with her own daughter. And what happens? And in between this scene are going on, at the other time, a sea captain named Martin del Bosco comes to the Malta and tells the governor that to we will help you to be win before the Turks, but you just have to help us, okay? And we will help you. So after that, he sells some of his servant to the governor. Now the market is full of slaves of which is given by the Martin del Bosco, and in between Barabbas goes to the market and or purchase a slave or a servant whose name is Ithamor. Now, by the planning of the Barabbas, Ithamor and Barabbas plans a very big plan. He and Ithamor forges a false love letters to the Matthias and Lodovic that Abigail is in love with them. And now both of them are fighting with each other that whom Abigail loves the more. But in between there is a fact that which is not known by Barabbas that his only daughter Abigail is in love with the Matthias. But Lodovic and the Matthias both fight with each other and both of them die. Now, what happens that Abigail knows that all of this has been planned by my own father. So she does the what helpful thing his father does not like. Like he doesn't like to be converted into the Christianity. She converts herself into the Christian, and that is what the triggered the Barabbas again. And what does he do? He takes Ithamor and gives him a plan that you go and poison all the nuns. And Ithamor takes the order and goes to church or a nun place and gives and add poison into the nuns' food. All the nuns are dying. But into the fact, Barabbas doesn't know that her daughter Abigail has already written a letter in which Barabbas' sins are all covered. And the letter she has already given to two friars, which are first one is the Giacomo and the second one is the Bernardine. How they are two different churches from each other. Now Abigail has already died and all the nuns has already died. But at the day of their buried day, Barabbas is taken to introspection. That have you done this? The Barabbas says, I have done this, but I am regretful for what I have already done. I want to convert into Christianity. He has already a plan into his hands. That is why he is doing that. He says that I want to convert into Christianity, but I have a rule. Whoever with I will live will get my half of property. Now, what triggers that both of the friars who has given this rule are fighting with each other. Now, Barabbas takes this into the next level. Barabbas makes Ithamor to kill Giacomo, and after that, all the blame is gone to Bernardine. So, Giacomo is already died, but all the blame goes to Bernardine, and he has been prisoned. So, all the paths are cleared here. After that, all path is clear here, but here what it triggers that Ithamor is in love with a prostitute named Bellamira. Now, Bellamira provokes the Ithamor to blackmail Barabbas, and they both blackmail Barabbas, but Barabbas is not in anyone's hand. That is why he goes to Barabbas and blackmails him. But Barabbas comes as a French musician and poisons Ithamor and Bellamira. But before he poisoned them, Bellamira and Ithamor has already gone to Vernes, the governor, and has committed and said all the sins that they had committed. So now Furnace know all of this. Now what happens? He is into the Barabbas. Before he send soldiers to him, Barabbas fakes his death, and soldiers throw him out of the Malta. He reawakens and goes to the Turks and says that I will be with you. I will support you. So the Turks made him governor of their particular Iceland. So Barabbas is now okay, but he is not happy. He feels like he has betrayed his Malta. So that's why he writes letter to Furnace that if you will accept me and give me my half of property, then I will help you defeat the Turks, and I will give you the plan of killing the Calamath. Now, here, this time, Barabbas is truly right and he wants to help. But here, Furnace wants to take revenge from him and says that now I will kill him. So Barabbas come to Malta and has joined his hand with the Furnace. But what happens that after making the plan of killing Calumet, killing of the Calumet, the Barabbas is being killed. Barabbas has been killed into that fire, which is planned for the Calumet. So the Furnace has taken his revenge also, and Barabbas has died. The simple end. And here Calumet is also being prisoned, and the Furnace says that I will take care of you. It says to his people that I will protect you forever. This is what it leads to. These are the characters: Barabbas, Furnace, Abigail, Ithamor, Calumet, Friar Giacomo, Bernardine, Matthias, Lodovic, Bellamira, Pilia Borza. Now themes: religious hypocrisy, greed, wealth, revenge, religious and racial prejudice, power and politics, corruption of moral decay, and outsider status. And symbols. Which are the symbols? Gold, poison, religion and cross, Malta. And motives: revenge, religious hypocrisy, disguise and deception, death and violence. Here is the portrayal of the how the Barabbas is a Machiavellian villain, prologue by the Machiavel, as I have said mentioned before. As I have said before, and driven by the greed and power, master of deceit, revenge and ruthlessness, manipulation of the religion and the politics, and with a justify the means. Now the ironic fall. Ironic fall can be also called as a tragic flaw of the Barabbas. Now after that, conclusion. At the Christopher Marlowe's place, you will always find some kind of a desire and a greed for something of the main protagonist, which lead to him his tragic flaw and at his tragic end, where he always dies. And here Barabbas is the real example. Now, famous line from the play is, I count religion but a childish toy, and the whole there is a no sin but a only ignorance. Here are the references which from I have taken the details from. Now, thank you everyone for your patience, and hope you like the video. Share and subscribe and comment.